conversation. And do me a favor, hit the like button. Just come on, just listen. We get like consistently like 30 views, 20 views. So you're watching this, but you're not clicking on the like button. Hit the like button. Do us that solid. Do Kevin a favor.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, he gets stuck in this cave at night.
What? The dynamic duo?
Hey guys, welcome to the Dynamic Duo. I'm Franz.
I'm Kevin. Welcome back to the Bat Cave and Avengers Tower, ladies and gentlemen. We are here.
Kevin, I'm pretty excited, man, because yesterday we just came back from seeing Black Adam. Opening weekend, Black Adam. We were there yesterday. Obviously, we have to do a spoiler-free review, so we have to be really, really careful as to what we say. But what was your impression of the Black Adam movie as you saw it?
First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to say that if Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson gets typecast as Black Adam for the rest of his career, it'll fit. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johnson is in fact Black Adam. I don't know if anyone else would have been able to handle that role with the same energy, zeal, and compassion that he did.
I gotta agree with you. Having said that, what's your opinion of the movie? In other words, yay or nay, good or bad? Excited, not excited?
Folks, from deep inside the Batcave, I gotta say, this one's a keeper. Go see it. Ignore whatever negativity is coming up online. It's gonna end up breaking the movie for you and hurting your experience. Ignore those individuals. They have no real idea what they're talking about. They're applying and putting more into this movie than what needs to be there. Black Adam is a pure, enjoyable comic book movie. It is a pure, enjoyable, good movie. Aside from whatever else may be going on, is Black Adam perfect? No. But I gotta say, it's pretty damn close. There are a few elements of the storyline and what have you that I didn't necessarily agree with, and I didn't agree with all the editing and certain technical aspects of certain things relating to the movie and the story, but overall, the movie is a hit. People need to go see this thing. Dwayne Johnson has given us a 15-year passion project, and we as comic book fans, action movie fans, whatever title you want to put on it, science fiction fans, whatever title you want to put on this, we need to go and see this thing.
I couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. I really couldn't agree with you more. For me, this movie is 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up, 100%. It was fun. It was enjoyable. It was everything that, to be honest with you, that I want from a superhero movie. As I've said many, many times on this show, I don't necessarily need my superhero movies to be overly complicated, overly complex. I want them to first and foremost be fun, be action-packed, be true to the genre of the superhero, meaning costumes and powers. And from that, I need a good story with heart, something that makes me care. And I have to say that this movie achieved all those things. I've often said that for me, the ideal people to make superhero movies would be the people who make the animated series, and especially from the DCEU. Some of the stuff that's produced there, to me, is the pinnacle of what the superhero genre should be. And so in many ways, I feel that this is what this movie has delivered. Am I saying that it's a perfect movie? Am I saying it's the greatest movie I've ever seen? Am I saying any of those things? The answer is no. The answer is absolutely no. But what I am saying is that it absolutely checks the marks on every single aspect of what I wanted from a superhero movie. Um, First, the superhero aspect, which is very, very important to me. The genre is very, very important to me. And it delivers. It delivers. And I have to be careful not to give any spoilers, but to tell you what I mean by the superhero aspect, when we see a Hawkman, we're seeing Hawkman in his full glory. We're seeing there's always that question, can Wolverine have his mask? Well, Hawkman answers that question because not only does he wear the mask, but he wears it and it looks cool. In fact, he looks as good with the mask than as without the mask from an emotional emoting point of view. Sometimes the mask helps him emote even more than his actual face does. The costume, the colors, yes, it's not 100% accurate to the Hawkman costume. I realize that, but it is accurate enough for it to be accurate and beautiful and superheroic. Same thing is true for Atom Smasher. I don't know Atom Smasher. I'm not going to pretend to be a fan of Atom Smasher. But what I love about Atom Smasher is that he is wearing the colors, my friend. He is full-on superhero costume, unapologetic, in a way that I find to be beautiful. And then that brings us to Dr. Fate. And what we're getting is, we're getting a perfectly authentic Dr. Fate, beautifully played by Pierce Brosnan, excellently played by Pierce Brosnan. And the realm of possibility of what that can mean could be really fantastic. I mean, I'm talking, there could be, Kevin, Dr. Fate movies. There could be Justice Society movies. They can really go far with this. I wasn't as crazy about, what's her name, Cyclone? Her costume and her delivery. I wasn't so crazy about it, but it brings us to Black Adam. And what we get with Black Adam, again, is that pure, unapologetic superhero delivery. He's wearing the costume. He's not wearing, gear to protect himself, pseudo superhero costume. He's full on superhero, particularly, and I don't want to give any spoilers, but he even gets even more Black Adam-ish at a certain point. And I think you guys are going to know what I'm talking about, and you're going to appreciate what I'm talking about. So that's exciting to me. That's what when I go see a superhero movie, I want to go see the genre. I want to see the superhero movie. It had a little bit of heart in there. There were certain scenes that made you say, okay, there's something at stakes here. There's something at stake that we need to fight for, and we're going to fight for one another. Those kinds of little gimmicks in the story always tug at my heartstring, and I support it 1,000%. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, to me, delivered an awesome performance. He was, as my partner Kevin said, if he doesn't get typecast, like, that would be surprising, because he emulated The Rock. He emulated Black Adam. He is Black Adam. And the potential for Black Adam, the potential for what that could mean, could be tremendous, Kevin, tremendous. Here's what I mean. It could be tremendous from the point of view of the DCEU, meaning from this movie, if it's well received, if the box office is big, we can have an extension. We can have Black Adam with Superman. We can have Black Adam with Shazam. We can have the Justice Society. We can have Hawkman. We can expand the world into the DCEU. And that could be a beautiful and powerful thing, because it would be a pure world of superheroism. The other thing that it could mean also is that, and this is very, very important, and this is something even the fans are guilty of, we keep being afraid of this material. I've said this many, many times on the show. We keep thinking, oh, well, you can't do Wolverine's mask, or you can't do Cyclops' costume, you can't do the colors, you can't fully embrace the superhero. When, for example, the Avengers are getting together, and I'm not hating, I love the Avengers, I'm a huge Avenger fan, but when they're getting together, you're getting Hawkeye in a non-superhero costume. You're getting Black Widow in a somewhat of a superhero costume that could not be a superhero costume. You're getting Thor in a relatively authentic, good Thor costume. I'd give it that. You're getting a good Iron Man costume, and you get kind of a pseudo Captain America, depending on which movie. Age of Ultron, that was his best outfit. Here, you're getting full on, man. You're getting full on. And what that tells me is that you can deliver the X-Men. You can have a scene where Cyclops is standing next to Colossus, standing next to Nightcrawler in their costumes, in their colors, and standing next to Wolverine in not only his costume and his colors, but in his mask. And you can do that, and you can make it work with a green costume, Jean Grey. To me, what this movie does is it shows you can have that delivery without sacrificing the material. So that, it delivered on all those aspects. Action, very action oriented, exciting action, and so on and so forth. Was it perfect? I don't think so. It wasn't perfect. It didn't blow my mind. It didn't give me necessarily the feeling that I got walking out of Top Gun Maverick. Well, to be honest with you, even working out of the Eternals, it went in very interesting directions to me. It took very interesting choices. Some of them, and I'm so afraid that I don't want to taint you guys' idea of this. So I don't want to talk about necessarily what they've done, because it could trigger, the choices that they've made could trigger people in the negative and make people dislike the movie for reasons that are not fair, but it's choices that they made, political choices. There are certain choices that are interesting. The tone of the movie, the film presentation of the movie, they went with the sort of Zack Snyder overly saturated high contrast look, which I thought was an interesting choice. I don't know if it's an appropriate choice. I don't know if I would have liked it better the other way around. I'm finding that I'm getting more and more disliking that overly stylistic approach. I'd rather sort of a cleaner approach. It's a matter of choice. I don't dislike it. In fact, there are some aspects of it that I enjoy, but it was an interesting choice that they went there rather than sort of the clean look that you get from the Avengers from a film production. And that's about all I have to say. I truly hope that you guys go see this movie, and I truly hope that you take it for what it is, just an enjoyable fun. What I've said to Kevin when I walked out of the theater is that part of the reason why it didn't blow my mind is not necessarily because of the movie itself, but rather because of the character. I just don't happen to be a Black Adam fan. I don't happen to be a Dr. Fate fan or Atom Smasher. I never knew, I'm not much of a DC person. And so I enjoyed the movie thoroughly, but of characters that I'm not that crazy about. If this same movie had been delivered with Thor, I would lose my mind. If Thor had been delivered the same way, if we got a battle of, let's say, Thor #1, where he's fighting the Destroyer, the same way Black Adam was fighting Sabbac and some of the Justice League, I would have lost my mind. If the Warriors 3s were presented the same way, with the same authentic presentation as what we saw from the Justice Society, I would have lost my mind. If we saw the superhero action that we saw and the authenticity to the genre that we saw from Black Adam, I'd be babbling like a fool. So it's not as the movie delivered. In my opinion, the movie delivered, and I give it 2 thumbs up. I give it a good solid 8 out of 10.
I have to add that I agree with you completely. Everything you said was completely on point. I would say that even for me, it's a solid 8 to an 8.5. One thing that I would love that I'm going to add to your comments is I know that a lot of fandom and comic folk, they're in love with the Snyderverse. In my personal opinion, people need to put the Snyderverse behind them. The Snyderverse, it's not coming back. They're not going to do anything new with it. that's a done deal. It's finished. But if DC and Warner Brothers are as smart as what they appear, they could take the Black Adam presentation that we witnessed last night, and as Franz said, build on that. They could bring back Batman, they could bring in Wonder Woman, they could bring in Superman, The Flash, Green Lantern, and any other Justice League or Justice Society characters that they chose to. The platform itself is wide open to it, and if DC is smart, if Warner Brothers is smart, they will do exactly what Franz and I are suggesting and build their new cinematic world from there. And as Franz said, and as I stated earlier, do yourself a favor, go see the movie, go enjoy the movie, and if you like it, contact one of us later and tell us. Let us know what you thought. Let us know what you feel.
Yeah.
That's what the channel is here for. That's what we're here for. I'm getting tired of sitting in the back cave. It gets cold in here at night. My partner gets cold in that part of Avengers Tower where he is. We need to hear from you. Like and subscribe. And we'll be back soon.
Absolutely.